my entire childhood, my family called me the ugly one, my sister, the pretty one, brother, the smart one. At the family reunion, my aunt introduced me to a stranger. This is the one we don't talk about. I looked at my aunt, then looked at the stranger. The stranger pulled out a business card. She said, actually, I'm here because of her. She is... My family never asked what I did for work. Not once in 11 years. Every Thanksgiving, I drove 4 hours to a table where the conversation arranged itself around everyone else. My sister's kitchen renovation. My brother's conference in Denver. When someone finally turned to me, my aunt waved her hand. Oh, she does something with old buildings. I restore them. Historic preservation. 14 structures across 6 states. Courthouses, churches, post offices. A schoolhouse a county wanted to bulldoze for a parking lot. For that one, I wrote a 40-page grant. Drove 3 hours each way, every weekend, for 7 months. They named the reading room after me. My family didn't know. I stopped telling them around year 3. I mentioned a state preservation award at Thanksgiving, and my mother said, "That's nice, honey," and asked someone to pass the cranberry sauce. The information would never land. The label started when I was 6. Suddenly there, and then it had always been there. The ugly one. Said at family gatherings, at church potlucks, at birthday parties where I stood holding a cup of lemonade while my aunt cupped my sister's face and said, "This one is going to break hearts." Then looked at me, tilted her head, and said nothing, which was worse than anything she could have said. My mother photographed my sister at every occasion. 47 photos at her high school graduation. I counted them once on the camera roll. At my graduation 2 years later, she took one. I graduated with honors. The ceremony was 2 hours long. That summer, I started carrying a disposable camera, the yellow Kodak kind. If you don't document yourself, you disappear. My first big project came at 25. A 1920s Carnegie Library in Western Pennsylvania. Roof collapsed, town voting to demolish. 6 months and a budget that wouldn't have covered demolition. Reclaimed lumber, high school shop class volunteers. The library reopened that October.